everyone, it's Patty. We are getting ready to go on vacation. We are going to be going for a week to Georgia, and we live in South Florida. So I just kind of wanted to show you the thought process of how I pack and get us ready for a vacation. The reason I mention where we live and where we're going is because I had to take into account the weather. It's a little bit cooler in Georgia, obviously not as cold as up north, but it's definitely, here we're still wearing like shorts and t-shirts, where in Georgia it's starting to cool down and people are starting to wear long sleeves there. So I wanted to show you the process I go through to pack for our vacation. So the first thing I do is I make a list of what, and now I'm going to specifically be showing you what we're doing for the kids, but I go through the same process with my husband's stuff and my stuff. So I pretty much just, every single person gets a page and I make a list of everything I'm packing for them. So for example, this is my daughter's and this is my son's list. And then what I do is I lay everything out on the buffet server. That's why I was showing you that before, to kind of see if I need to buy anything or get anything else, if I'm missing something. Just these jumbo size Ziploc bags to keep all of the kids' things organized, and our things too, but specifically for the kids because their clothes is so much smaller and we tend to pack a lot more for them just because things go wrong more with them than with us. So I thought these would be really helpful. In the past I used to have these like diaper bag organizers, and I would use those, but the kids' clothes is just getting bigger and that's no longer working. But those were great when the kids were younger, but now that they're older, I feel like these are just the perfect size. They also sell some at the Dollar Tree that are a great price, but I thought these were a great size, and I brought 15, and I think the price was around $4, so I didn't think that was bad. And then I also picked this up for the kids just because, like I mentioned, their clothes is smaller and I don't want things to get misplaced or lost. So as we go through the days and they have dirty clothes, I'm just going to throw it in this hamper. I also would like to mention we are going to be staying with family, and I am an overpacker. I like to pack extra. I like to plan for things to go wrong. But at the same time, we're staying with family, so if I need to do laundry, we do have access to do laundry there. So, okay, so after I lay everything out and I go through my list and make sure I have everything that I need, I just do this for the kids. I kind of arrange outfits for them for the week of what I have planned for them to wear, and then I usually try to pack like 2 extra outfits for them. We do plan on like taking our family Christmas picture while we're there and a few things. So like I said, I overpacked because we're doing a few things that I want, like special pictures and different outfits and things like that. But then once I did that, I started sticking things in the Ziploc bags that I showed earlier. They're just I believe they're the 2.5 gallon Ziploc bags, and I would put them in the Ziploc bag by outfit. So I would just, ours are on top, but what I would do is I would just stick everything like in there in the bag. So as the outfits were put together, I kind of would stick them in the bag, and then I labeled each of the bags. So I just did that for the kids, not so much for our outfits. Let me find an example. I just stuck by outfits in the bags, and then I just kind of pressed them as hard as I could so they would so all the air would go out. And then I put our stuff on top, and we just stuck ours in bags, but I didn't like arrange it or anything like that. And everything's labeled. And then for my pants, I use one of these like the things that your like comforter comes in and your sheets. I use that because it's a little bit larger, so I use that for my pants and my pajamas. And then I just use one of these, which I have mentioned these earlier. I really like these when the kids were babies. But now that their clothes is a little bit bigger, I don't really use these for packing so much, but it's great for like their socks and my daughter's undergarments and stuff like that. So that's what I use that for. And then all the bags stacked up really nicely in here where the suitcase can still close. And then I just put, my husband's pants are just too bulky and it would be a waste of the Ziploc bag. So I just put them in this top zipper. And then over here, I just packed my kids' extra pairs of shoes in here, my flat iron and my jewelry in that pouch. I got these, like this one, and a set of these from Target, and I really like them for travel. They were a little bit pricier, but I've used them. I think I got them when I got married, and I've used them since. Maybe not that long. It may have been like 2 or 3 years ago, and maybe not as long as I've been married. But anyways, they're great. I love them for traveling, and they have they're very good quality. So I put my jewelry and my flat iron there. Then we just have stacks of diapers and wipes. My husband and my extra pair of shoes. Then this is like all our toiletries and then my makeup. So we pretty much fit everything in here. Now on top of this, we have to bring like the pack and play and all that stuff. I also wanted to mention like the reason I write everything down as I'm packing it is because I also pack this notepad in the suitcase, and then when we are getting ready to pack to leave, I cross things out as I pack them. That way we don't forget things, because I feel like with kids you bring so much stuff and everything's so much smaller that it's so easy to forget things. So I have found since I've had kids, I write everything down and it is really helpful. And I mean, I'm not saying it's like foolproof, but since we've gone on a few like weekend trips and things like that, and since we've gone away, I don't think I've forgotten anything on any of our trips because I always have this notepad and I find it super helpful. So I just cross things off as we're like repacking us to leave. And then I also include another list of things like I have to grab the morning of, because we leave at 5 in the morning. So I have to have a list because my brain isn't completely functioning yet. So I haven't created it yet, but I'm going to create like a list of last minute items to grab. So here's everything with both suitcases closed. Also, whenever I grab the last minute things, I always find it really helpful to just have like a canvas tote to throw everything in. That way the suitcases are ready to go. And I just throw those last minute things like our chargers, and we use like a video baby monitor that we grab last minute as well. Those types of things I just throw in one of those like reusable shopping bags, and I find that most helpful. So I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and please comment down below and let me know what are your packing essentials and tips. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.